rolling.
That's right. It's humbling, man. We won. They lost.
Carton and Roberts on SNY and WFAN is presented by Grubhub.
Does this thing, he jumps or falls on the flaming table. The table didn't break.
That happens sometimes, man.
The guy's now essentially on fire. Okay, now it wasn't a fire where his whole body gets engulfed, and now you're like, yo, stop, drop, and roll.
So
stop.
what part of his body is on fire?
Well, it turns out that he was big enough where the flames kind of shoot out, but his body's not actually engulfed.
Gotcha.
Okay? And he jumps, the table don't break. So what do you do in that spot? You jump again?
Of course.
Or do you just walk away?
I mean,
a defeated man.
Listen, from my experience of watching pro wrestling, you got to get it right. You
Yeah.
got to do it again.
He didn't.
He just gave up.
He walked away.
Come on now.
Table's on fire. All his buddies are around. Loser. Loser.
If you're
And he walks away,
committed
he's
to it,
done.
if you're committed to it, bro, you got to
Yeah.
go all the way with it.
Nope, that was it. All done.
If I didn't have a bad back from my bicycle accident,
Yeah.
I would strongly consider jumping on a table for good luck.
You
I
would?
Yeah, like pro wrestling.
Yeah, I can't do that either with the back.
See,
But
that's
we
my
need
excuse.
something.
Well, what would it be?
Like, I don't know. I think we need to spend some time, drink a lot. Those of you that are allowed to smoke weed, you smoke a bunch of weed. And I think we got to come up with something.
Jello wrestling? Does that one work?
Jello wrestling? Not between me and you.
I'm just thinking out loud, bro. I mean, don't
Hot
kill the
girls
idea.
in their 20s and 30s, I guess, but no, not me and you.
You don't think me and you Jello wrestling would bring the Jets luck and could be the new Jet tradition?
You and I Jello wrestling?
Two Jet
No.
fans Jello wrestling.
I think
Chocolate pudding wrestling, is that better for you?
no, it is not.
I'm just thinking. Do you have an idea?
Well,
C-Mac's giving me a dirty look. What's your idea,
well,
big
because he
shot?
thinks we're going to look to him and go, "Hey, fat guys wrestling, yes, that's a home run." But we didn't do that, so stop making everything about you, please, Big Mac. All right? Unless you're willing, of course, to wrestle.
I didn't even turn on the mic.
Like you and Big Zoo wrestling in mud or Jello might be something I would sign
Shocking.
up for.
I'd buy a ticket.
That might be good. Do you think we should do some type of, event game day wrestling? Is that what you
It was
want?
one of the things that jumped into my mind, mainly because, as you may or may not know, the whole jumping on the table thing, it's stolen from pro wrestling.
No, I
and that's
get that.
fine.
I get that.
So I guess my brain was locked in on the wrestling thing.
Yeah, late 90s wrestling.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the Dudley Boys. I'm thinking of the Hardy Boys. I'm thinking of all that crazy crap.
So you're
They
saying we got to come up with
used to
something?
Jello wrestle all the time.
The Hardy Boys used to Jello wrestle?
They were big Jello wrestlers.
No, not the hard.
And then when
Is
that was turned down, they
accurate?
went right to pudding.
The
No?
jumping on the table part, pal.
No, I'm just saying.
Okay.
You had wrestling on your mind.
Well, I'm thinking we need something, and if we have to, unveil it November 7th, I think we've given ourselves just over a month or so to come up with something. Maybe it's slip and sliding.
I was thinking slip
don't
and
know.
slide. I was thinking
Some
that.
type of
But something's got to be on the slip and slide that isn't water. That's the thing. Maybe it's beer.
or
Maybe
what
it's
are
a
you
beer and
sliding
slide.
into? Maybe you
Beer.
slide into something.
A keg of beer.
No,
a
because
pool full of thumbtacks.
Well, I'm saying you have to slide into a receptacle of some kind.
Right.
You follow me on that? or
Yeah,
no?
I'm thinking.
I mean, we got to come up with something.
I thought you're the idea guy. Why are you
I'm just-
forcing me to have
I'm putting
all
it
the
out
ideas?
there so that everyone's involved. I don't want to come in and go, this is what we're doing.
Right.
Because I say so.
Right.
I want it to be a collective, a collaborative effort.
Dunk tank. You want to go old school
Because
dunk tank?
let's be honest, Jet and Giant fans, we've gotten, I think, maybe a little too bougie for ourselves. We don't make girls bend over to see their cleavage anymore at Jet games because we become more responsible, right? A little more mature. Doesn't mean we can't have fun. All these other teams are having fun. We're not having any fun.
Yeah, we're also not winning 35-0 and shutting out the Dolphins. Not
Okay.
doing that either, by the way.
That's a fair point, but it's time to start having some fun from a fan base standpoint. So I'll take any and all ideas on Twitter or emails, whatever you got to do. But it's time that Jet and Giant fans start having some game day fun. Good enough?
Yeah, because God knows we're not having the fun for 3 hours when the game's on.
True. 877-337-6666. We will get to the Yankee weekend debacle a little bit later on today for sure. And we welcome in the SNY audience. What's up, SNY? We're on TV courtesy of our friends at Grubhub. Here's Corey in Carlstadt, New Jersey. Corey, good afternoon. How are you?
What's going on, Craig?
What's up, kid?
So, yeah, I think something that a lot of people aren't talking about is just how bad Joe Douglas has been the last 2.5 years.
Okay.
I mean, if you think about, look at last year's draft. He drafted 9 players. One of those players was on the field yesterday.
Yeah,
One.
I said
Bryce
that
Hall.
earlier. Crazy.
The rest were either hurt or not on the team anymore. And then you got a guy like Denzel Mims, right? Second-round pick, can't even get on the field this year.
Well, so here's the
and
thing. As we're playing this out, Corey, a couple things, all right? If Mims is giving them a causal reason not to play him, we should know that. That way we'll stop talking about, hey, where's Denzel Mims?
But we won't stop talking about the fact that, as Corey points out, this is a second-round pick, wide receiver, in a draft that was considered to be one of the deepest wide receiver drafts we've ever seen.
Yep, no.
That's unacceptable.
100%
And
right.
here's the thing. One more thing, and I'll let you guys go. One more thing, right? Is that the trend that Joe Douglas has set over the last 2.5 years is two things. One, he's not willing to pay his own players. He let Adams, traded Adams for picks. He let Robbie Anderson walk, right?
Yep.
And he's May. Are we going to pay May? Who knows, right? So, but if you're going to trade guys and let guys go, and you're going to get draft picks, you need to hit on those picks.
Exactly.
And we're going to keep
here's
going
the
back
deal.
to the
What you
circle of
said
rebuilding.
and what we brought up earlier, Corey, and you're dead on right. You can't be in a position where 1 year after any particular year's draft, you have a single person playing. Now, Mekhi Becton's hurt. They had 4 guys.
But that's the
were
biggest
hurt.
problem with Mekhi. Can he ever stay on the
But
field?
you can't, even with guys being hurt, you can't go 1 for on a draft.
On a draft, by the way, where you selected like 8 guys.
Right.
I mean, it wasn't
Yeah,
3 guys coming out of that draft. And look, Bryce Hall looks like a steal in the 5th round.
Yeah.
He's played well at corner, and overall, the corners have played well. But I'll ask you this about Joe Douglas, and while I know the jury is especially out on the 2021 draft and even this year's free agency, what has Joe Douglas done as GM that you say, hey, that was good?
Can't answer that question.
Because the only thing you could say, potentially, is, well, he got a lot back for Jamal Adams.
Okay.
And the point Corey made, and it's a good one, is that only works if you turn those picks into something. Great. You got a lot of picks for Jamal. Fantastic. Jamal was called for a brutal penalty yesterday. Great. But what did you turn that into?
Right.
And right now, there's no positive answer. Now, the jury is still out, especially on this past draft. But when you look back at the 2020 draft, James Morgan drove me nuts. That was a waste. He took a 4th-round pick, and he kicked it into the gutter. LaMichael Piron can't play. Ashton Davis is banged up. Denzel Mims can't get on the field, and he's healthy. And we'll see about Mekhi Becton. That draft looks like a dumpster fire.
877-337-6666. One more shot this hour for you, just to go over the Jet loss. The Jets and the Giants, now both over, something we're used to over the last couple of years. Yankees coming up in a bit as well. It's Carton and Roberts on the Fan. 877-337-6666. Coming to you live from the Town Fair Tire Studios, powered by Town Fair Tire. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. Town Fair Tire is Connecticut's largest name brand discount.
Carton and Roberts is presented by Grubhub. Grubhub guarantees your food will get to you on time within the delivery window and for the lowest price compared to other apps, or you'll get at least $5 in perks. Grubhub works hard to serve restaurants.
Getting your favorite restaurants delivered to your door just got better. Introducing the Grubhub Guarantee. It's our promise to deliver the food you love on time and give you the lowest price. Or you'll get $5 off your next order. Experience your food just like the restaurant intended. That's the Grubhub Guarantee.
You're watching golf videos now.
Oh, in fact, I am, yeah, because I switched to Spectrum Mobile, so I get 5G nationwide, including here.
You think a golf video is going to help with what you're doing?
Oh, no, it's not just a video. I saved a bunch of money when I switched, so I hired a swing coach. Say hi to Brett.
Hey. Well, you tell Brett you just shot a 12 on the last hole.
Who's counting?
Everybody. That's the whole point of golf. Counting.
Brett did tell me that.
Switch to Spectrum Mobile and save, and get 5G nationwide included in every plan. It's a better way to mobile. It's Spectrum Mobile.
Young Mozzarella tweeted, I purchased one of those untucked dress shirts and then tucked it in, if anyone out there is looking for a bad boy. Mr. Mozzarella, this tweet made me realize what I've been missing all along. Bad boys. I would like you to be our first tucked-in model. The models on untuckit.com wear their shirts untucked like they were designed to. We want to market to tucked-in bad boys. Please DM us so we can arrange a photo shoot. Find your shirt today at untuckit.com.
October 14th to the 17th, join your favorite culinary stars at the 14th Annual Food Network and Cooking Channel New York City Wine and Food Festival.
It's going to be fantastic.
Take part in cooking demonstrations, tastings, dinner events, and more.
The fans really enjoy the festival.
This is your chance to sip, savor, and celebrate the New York City restaurant community. Proceeds benefit New Yorkers in need with God's Love We Deliver and the Food Bank for New York City. Tickets on sale now at nycwff.org.
Dad has sleep apnea. He struggled with CPAP, so he got Inspire. He won't shut up about it.
It's for sleep apnea. It works inside my body with the click of this remote.
Dad!
Push the button to start ignition.
Oh, like my Inspire. It's just a button.
Frank!
I'll never forget the night I met my son-in-law, Chris. Slept like a champ. No mask, no hose, just sleep. To Inspire.
Inspire.
My man.
Inspire, sleep apnea innovation. Learn more at inspiresleep.com.
It's your heads up. It's your backup. It's your forward-thinking, never blinking, always at the ready step up. The Hyundai Sonata. It's your journey. Own it.
Lease a Sonata for $159 a month or get 0% APR plus 0 payments for 90 days. Hurry in.
At Domino's, we're giving away $50 million in surprise frees instead of surprise fees like other delivery apps. When you order delivery online, you could be surprised with free lava cakes, free stuffed cheesy bread, free pizza, or more.
Oh my goodness!
The great champions, and whenever you talk to teams that win championships, the common denominators, they talk about how great the locker room was.
A little juice tonight, let's fly around.
Touchdown, Corey Davis.
A lot of these guys lean on me, and that's something that I want. I want that pressure. Like I said, I'm ready for it.
The beautiful thing about football is that these players all come from different backgrounds, and they have an amazing history behind them. And they're all thrown into a locker room, man. We've got to try to come together as one.
Hi again, it's Dr. Dave Choksi. There have been many developments with COVID vaccines. Let me try to make them as simple as 1, 2, 3. First things first, if you haven't been vaccinated, now is the time to get your first dose. That includes anyone with chronic health conditions who are often at higher risk from the coronavirus, as well as people who've had prior COVID-19 infection because it strengthens your immunity. Second, if you've received the Pfizer or Moderna vaccine, it's very important to return for your second dose, particularly to protect against the more contagious Delta variant. And third, we are planning for some New Yorkers to get additional doses of the COVID-19 vaccines. Right now, I am most concerned about people who are significantly immunocompromised, such as those with cancer on chemotherapy. If you are in this category, an additional dose is available for you now. We do expect other New Yorkers to qualify for booster doses in the coming weeks, and I'll keep you updated. Getting vaccinated is also easy as 1, 2, 3, including at doctor's offices. If you have questions about your specific medical circumstances, I encourage you to speak with your healthcare provider. And if you don't have one, call 311 to get connected to care.
years of fully understanding baseball, the New York Yankees missed the playoffs in a year in which they're supposed to make the playoffs.
Because it's never happened.
Right, their drought, where they missed the playoffs, final year Yankee Stadium 2008, the little run in 13, 14, 16. There weren't high expectations for them.
Right.
This is the first time in my lifetime where the Yankees had legitimate championship expectations.
Yeah.
And they may not make the playoffs. I've never seen that in my lifetime.
Well, listen, we're staring it dead in the face. And let's just hope the games against the Boston Red Sox mean something.
Oh, you think they're going to get swept by Texas?
No, I'm
You think
not.
they're just going to get buried this week?
What I'm saying is that I don't know how any fan of the Yankees could have any legitimate, well-thought prediction.
You can't. The Cleveland Indians, believe it or not, for anyone who doesn't watch baseball outside of your favorite team, I'm going to tell you something that's going to be amazing. The Cleveland Indians are not a good offensive team. I mean it.
Right.
They scored 22 runs against the Yankees over the weekend.
Including Garrett Cole. So we'll get to that coming up. CeeLo's here, though, and he's got an update. CeeLo, what do you got?
All right, powered by Superbook, now open with better odds and favorable prices. Robert Saleh on the psyche of Zach Wilson the day after his 4-interception performance.
He's such a resilient young man. He could probably recite every single play that happened, and he's going to want to talk about it and go through it and learn from it. And I know he's going to get better from this. He's in a good place.
So he's in a good place, and Saleh also added the Jet offense is, quote, right there. Whatever that means.
Right there for
what does that mean exactly?
That's what he said. I
Maybe
guess
that means
close.
we're going to beat Denver and score 30 points next week.
I'll give him this because you want me to find some optimism. I can. They ran the football. Michael Carter looks like he can be a player in this league.
Called him electric.
I don't know if I'd go electric, but I would say he was competent. Yeah. And the offensive line took major strides. I do wonder, though, I know we can't really question the head coach, why at the start of week 1 George Fant was starting at right tackle ahead of Morgan Moses. Why? Because now that we've seen Morgan play, he's played really well. So why did they make that decision? I know it doesn't matter anymore because Becton's hurt, but we're collecting notes here on what this coaching staff knows and doesn't know. So for me, Craig, little mental note, that's a strike against
Here's
them.
what I know. The offense is close.
Very close, right there.
Batten down the hatches. Sunday can't come soon enough. I don't care how many points they think Denver's going to win by. Get ready for the first Jet W. The offense is close. Plus, you think Teddy Bridgewater's winning 3 straight games with that?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
He's a competent quarterback. He's got a lot of weapons on offense. Yeah.
Let's go Jets. No. All right. I feel like I'm alone on an island on that one. Am I the only positive guy in all of New York? Wah, the Giants are 0-2. Wah, the Jets got beat by New England. Wah, the Yankees aren't going to make the playoffs. Wah, the Mets lost 2 out of 3 to the Phillies. Wah.
Yeah, we need something, man.
I'm here for you.
Yeah, but
Let's go.
Your words are not the same as the results, man.
I
We
can't
need some
spank
results
a pig
here.
every single day or pour
CeeLo.
milk on his head every time what team goes through a losing streak.
And to your point, here's what I see every time Craig tries to be optimistic. There's this image I can't get out of my head. The number 1 and the number 0. I keep seeing the number 10. I keep hearing they're going to win 10 games. They're going to win 10 games. I was angry at you watching the Jet game yesterday.
You can't win 10 games after only 2 have been played, Evan.
They're 0-2.
So what?
1 would be a good place
Minnesota
to start.
Vikings are 0-2. Colts are 0-2.
Are the Jets the Colts or the Vikings?
We're going to find out.
In terms of how many games they're probably going to win this year?
Great question. Don't know the answer till I see them play the games. But if the coach tells me the offense is close.
Right there.
Although, I mean, Aaron Boone has said many times that it feels like the Yankees are breaking out of it.
Right.
I'm going with it, though. Until I've reason not to, I'm all in.
On the road.
Let's go.
Denver defense, that's 11.
Denver defense, they
13
got one
points
guy.
in each of their
Chubb got hurt again,
he did,
though.
the ankle,
Keep an eye on that.
Yes.
We're worried about the Denver defense right now.
Yeah.
I'm more worried about my offense than their defense.
Well, you just said the offense was solid.
He
so
said
the
they're
offense is
close.
Well,
Robert
which one?
Saleh's never lied to me.
Are you worried or are you not worried?
Me?
Which one? Yeah.
I'm not worried at all.
Oh, okay.
Because I feel like a Giant fan did a year ago.
Here's good news.
Remember 8 months ago, 6 wins, we're going to be a playoff team. Remember that?
Yes.
I remember that.
No, I do remember that. What's your point? Are the Jets winning 6 games where we're going to be optimistic enough at the end of the year to say we're going to be a playoff team next year?
You never know what's going to happen.
I hope so.
At 6-10, the Giants watch that Sunday night game. Woohoo! we're going to the playoffs. Maybe that could be us this year.
Probably.
Woo! Imagine us being pissed off at, let's say the Patriots are playing a meaningless game against the Dolphins, and we're like, the Dolphins have to win this game.
Yes.
They got to win this game. And they sit Deshaun for a no-name guy, and they lose by 30 in the fourth quarter.
Dude, you painted the scenario. Dolphins play the Patriots week 17. I would give anything as a sports fan to have the Jets playing meaningful games in terms of postseason in January.
Right. Regardless of their record, are the games meaningful?
In fact, I'll take it a step further to quote the old Will Pond. I would love to have meaningful November games. Forget January and December.
How about Thanksgiving? You're playing a game Thanksgiving week that means something. The Jets have given you a run.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
All right, so there you go. That's our goal.
They may not win a game.
When do we play Thanksgiving week? Are we on Sunday? We are.
Sunday,
right?
They play the Bengals at home.
Right. Okay. If the that's our goal for this season. Thanksgiving Sunday, leftovers and meaningful football. I signed up for that.
That's a low bar.
How many wins do they have to have for it to be meaningful, though? Think about it.
8.
No, not by that point. That's week 8.
No. So
that's
week 8. You got to be 3 and 5.
Yeah, it's actually 7 games because they have their bye, so it's
3 and
6
4.
games.
3 and 4.
3 and 6.
Yeah,
I think it's
that's
6.
You said 7, right? Whatever.
No,
you
it would be
the
6
point.
games. Are they going to win 6 games? So they have
2 and 4. We're losing wins by the second.
When you compartmentalize a season into what's important, you can make 0 and 2 not that bad.
I don't even think they get in the 2 and 4.
Maybe
So they're playing Denver and then Tennessee at home. Are they winning either of those games?
Yes.
I hate to look ahead and think that way. Yes. They're probably 0 and 4 going into the London game against Atlanta, which, yes, I would say, all right, we got a fighting chance.
I think realistically, you got to view the Jets a 2 and 3 team after 5.
Oh, I'd be ecstatic.
Yep. And then you get the rematch against New England after the bye.
If you go into the bye at 2 and 3, I'd be ecstatic. I think you're delusional.
And then all you guys will say, Craig, you were right. We should have been positive.
No. You're not getting a you were right until they're on the precipice of 10 wins.
All right.
They're not getting it at 2 and 3, bro. Sorry.
Just before you guys get a million calls and tweets, Evan's got his holidays confused. They play the Bengals on Halloween.
Oh, Halloween. That's what I was thinking of. That's what I was thinking of.
Well,
Thanksgiving. Yeah, it does.
Oh, you talking Thanksgiving?
We said Thanksgiving.
I thought you meant leftovers on Sunday.
My brain kept going to Halloween.
God.
You know why I was thinking Halloween? Halloween's a big holiday in my house.
Yeah, same.
You know what it's like, G-Lo.
Are you putting little man in the pea in the pod costume?
Pea in the pod?
Yeah, most dads put their newborns in the pea in the pod costume for Halloween. Most dads, yeah.
I don't know about that.
That's the biggest, that's the number one costume for Halloween for new dads. The pea in the pod costume.
When are the what dads are the ones picking out the Halloween costumes?
Guys like me.
Come on.
Guys like you, you
in fairness,
have a newborn.
We have a little bit of a say in it. I mean, he's about to be 1, so is he really a newborn anymore?
Pod. Trust me.
We have suggestions.
Yeah,
we're allowed suggestions.
Like, I remember when Jet was 1 year old, I think I suggested, let's put this Jacob deGrom wig on him.
1 year old?
The wig hat.
1 year.
So I may try that with Spence, where I'm like, all right, let's make him a Met. Let's make him a Brooklyn Net, something like that.
In the pod.
I don't know what that means.
You don't know what that means.
Pea in the pod.
What does that look like?
Every baby has been a pea in the pod at some Halloween.
That's boring, pea in the pod. Want to make him a pea?
Has your kid watched Toy Story 3?
My 1-year-old?
No, either you're as Jet watched.
Yeah, Jet has, yes.
So when they go to the new girl's house, whatever her name is, I forget her name now. It's not important, but she's got the little peas in the pod that come out and they play and they talk.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Okay, so I have no idea what he said. With a 5-year-old like Jet, he's going to decide what he wants to be for Halloween, logically.
As he should.
For a 1-year-old, we decide.
What if he wants to be a
Mom and Dad
princess?
decide. He can do whatever he wants.
He can be a princess?
Yes, he's not going to be.
What
But
if he
could
said, Dad, I want to be a princess
yes,
for Halloween?
I would support whatever lifestyle he wants.
I want to make sure.
But I think it's probably going to be a baseball player, or it could be somebody. You know who he may be, actually? I can't believe I'm saying this.
Oh, no.
He's so obsessed with Space Jam. He may want to be Michael. He may want to be Michael.
What else you got?
And I understand it. Like, I respect it. I get it. Michael wasn't on my team.
Boring.
I understand. Yeah. But it is a little like, hey, kid, the best player in basketball is on our team now.
Yeah.
If you want to be a basketball player, Kevin Durant. But he loves Michael.
What's going to go is a bald 7-footer?
Well, you wear the jersey and you say you're Michael Jordan.
Okay. All right, what do you got, CeeDo?
10 games, by the way, heading into the Thanksgiving weekend game for them. So
Great.
what's the record got to be there?
I don't know. I can't do the
4-6?
math. I'm all mathed
You've
out.
moved on. All right, great.
I thought Halloween was more realistic anyway than Thanksgiving.
Yeah, well, that's probably true. Giants are back to work today. Joe Judge circling back to the Kenny Golladay sideline incident with Daniel Jones last Thursday.
There was no argument on the sideline. There was no him versus Daniel or anything of that nature. Look, this is a guy that's, in the heat of the moment. You speak very passionately. You kind of speak with some emotion. I speak with emotion on the sideline.
All right, so you got that.
Listen, go back and watch the video. Now you just bold-faced lying to us. We all saw it. Like, it's not.
This annoys me.
This is not something to lie about.
Yeah,
Galladay was pissed. Here's why he was pissed. Daniel, softened the blow. They moved on. Don't say they didn't, because they did.
This annoys me, and it's funny. You're going to be annoyed for a different reason than I am. But I'm annoyed again that this coach, just like this quarterback, has to speak on something when the guy involved still hasn't talked. And again, correct me if I'm wrong. Has Kenny Golladay said anything?
He has not. I will say Judge usually speaks before they work out on the field, so perhaps in a little while when they finish up, Golladay will speak.
Is brutal. Kenny Golladay, answer the question. I don't even want to hear from Joe Judge about it or Daniel Jones. He was the one pissed off, Craig. He could come to the microphone and explain what he felt.
And the reporters are waiting to talk to him. It's just a matter of, is he available to talk or not?
Yes.
And he's got to be made available. And you're creating what is a nothing sideline moment. It happens in every game with competitive guys, and you're now allowing it to become something so much bigger.
I'm not an expert on how PR works, so if the Giants PR wants to say I'm wrong, they could tell me I'm wrong, but this feels like on Giants PR. Don't they have to go to Kenny and say, look, here's the way to end this story? Talk to the media. And you can be honest about what happened, but it's lingering because here's what Daniel Jones has to say. Here's what Joe Judge has to say. Let the guy who was ticked off speak. Yep. So I think this is a mistake by the PR department of the New York Giants.
Well, let's see.
Get him out there.
As CeeDo says, maybe they're going to do that after practice today or whenever they normally do.
It's Monday.
Right.
They could have nipped this in the bud right away.
I agree with you, but they didn't. So now it's out there, which is why he was asked about it.
And look, maybe you're alluding to this. Is it possible Giants PR tried to get him to talk and Kenny said no?
Possible.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, whoever it's on, Kenny Galladay's got to speak on this. Enough of Judge, enough of Jones, enough of you and I, enough of Saquon. Ask the guy himself, and he can give us an explanation, and either you'll say, oh, that makes sense, or you'll say, wow, that guy's crazy. Let him speak.
Yep, I agree.
Quickly, here's Judge on another of these guys. He says he spoke with Kadarius Toney regarding his cryptic Instagram post.
The initial tweet, or whatever it is, social media thing, the initial whatever it was, had absolutely nothing to do with the New York Giants, National Football League, or football in general.
So there you go. Nothing to see here.
I mean, this guy's not making it any easier for himself. He's not. This dumb coach speak and all the denials and don't look at the white elephant in the room. It doesn't exist. I mean, come on. We're not living in Cincinnati, dude. This is New York.
That's a tough one to believe.
Yeah.
And I don't even think it's that big of a deal. But really, he's on Instagram after the game. It has nothing to do with football.
Right.
It's nothing to do with the NFL.
Well, they were claiming that it was an old post. I believe was one of the claims I saw.
So then how did it...
I don't know. One of the claims
who
was
put
that
it out there?
It was an old post that guy reposted or some nonsense. But whatever, who cares?
If I tweet tonight at
You're 0-2.
If at 7:30 tonight I tweet, can you believe my bald-headed partner? And then say tomorrow, I had nothing to do with Craig. What are you talking about?
I would ask where else you're working. And is that why you only pick bald guys to work with these days? I guess. I don't know.
All right, give you a taste of some of the calls from these out-of-town games yesterday. There were some doozies, especially in Glendale. Cardinals and Vikings back and forth down to the wire. You got Gus Johnson on the call for Fox.
I love it.
Aqib Talib was with him, right?
Aqib Talib.
Yes.
I'm a fan.
Vikings kicker Greg Joseph with a chance to win the game for Minnesota from 37 yards out.
Good snap. Lead home for the win. Oh, my goodness, he missed it. Unbelievable. And the Cardinals survive.
So you get the typical excitement from Gus, right? That's, standard for
Do you
him.
like Gus? I love Gus.
Yes, but there's a personal thing between us.
Of course.
I had a feeling this would happen.
No, but this one actually, not my fault. When MSG Network decided to simulcast Boomer and Carton way back in the day, it was at the exact same time that Gus Johnson was renegotiating his contract to do the Knick games. And they basically fired him. He blamed me for taking all the money.
Really? Really?
Yes.
Not Boomer, you?
He specifically blamed me. It was my fault.
I remember this, actually.
It was my fault that the Garden didn't bring him back. He was asking for like a double or triple his pay. And they're like, yeah, we're not paying you that much. And we just put a bunch of money into Boomer and Carton.
Oh.
So he blamed me. But he asked for, like, he wanted his salary doubled or tripled.
Have you ever talked to Gus since?
I talked to him once. He was in Memphis doing a college game. And you may remember he got in like a fight at a restaurant or something. So we brought him out to talk about why he got in a fight at a restaurant. And I've not spoken to him since, no.
Oh, all right.
Sadly.
I knew something like this would happen.
But I like Gus, but now there's times I listen to him and it's like, the same things I don't like about Kevin Harlan. Like, every play can't be, oh, my God!
But that's who Gus is.
I know, but I think he did the Oklahoma football game. The kid made one of the greatest interceptions you'll ever see in the history of football at any level. It was 5 times better than Odell Beckham's catch against the Cowboys.
Whoa. 5
times
That's not
better.
mathematically possible.
No.
You're saying something that can't be true.
5 times better.
There's nothing 5 times better than a catch like that.
Look it up.
You want to give me 2 times better?
No.
I'll give you.
I did the math on
5?
it. This kid on Oklahoma, I said he's a safety or a cornerback, made an interception that was 5 times better than Odell's catch.
I killed it. We're good.
It wasn't 5 times better.
No. You haven't seen it.
I have seen it.
I'm going to watch it right now.
I'm going to give you.
I did the algorithm, Evan.
And the algorithm's wrong.
5 times.
Flawed.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No.
5 times better.
No.
Yes.
It's not 5 times.
No.
Okay, you guys are the algorithm guys now?
Yes.
All of a sudden, you're the mathematicians in the room? You're not. If you guys have your own skills, that ain't one of them.
If your
5 times
math
better.
tells you 5 times better, then I don't trust your math.
Well, listen.
And I think the stat's stupid. It's like war.
No.
If you're telling me that player is better than that player based on war, then you know what you can do with war? Wipe your tuchus with it.
I don't know
And
what
that's
war
what you could
is.
do. Exactly.
This is a college athlete, not a professional.
I get that.
Making a play that because he's a college player as well.
Oh, so the algorithm takes into account that he's a college player.
Now you're understanding the algorithm.
That's to suggest that Odell didn't make one-handed catches at LSU, though.
No, it's not suggesting that at all, actually.
So does that mean based on the algorithm? Let's say I made a diving catch.
Yes.
Based on my age, the color of my hair, and then I'm me.
Why would your hair color? 'Cause you're
Redheads are
redhead?
generally not considered great athletes.
Is that right?
We have to beat away that narrative. Andy Dalton sometimes doesn't help us.
Okay.
So if I made a great catch, the algorithm could potentially make it better than the Odell catch because of who I am.
I guess it's on the table.
Wow.
Sure.
Okay.
Bonus points.
Yeah, why
Bonus
not?
points.
In any event, Gus Johnson, I do like to answer your question 80 minutes ago. I like him. I just don't want yelling on every play.
Okay, fine.
If I want to be yelled at, I'll have dinner with my in-laws.
I'm going to venture a guess that you don't have any personal stories or any beef with Paul Allen from Vikings Radio. In this case, his call much more entertaining than Gus's.
Nice snap, put down. Joseph, come on! It is gone! No, he missed it. Good. Are you kidding me? He missed it right. He missed it right. Oh, my heavens. Oh, my. He missed it right. Oh, missed it by like a foot. And just, oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Vikings fans watching at home out of patience, they've seen this happen too many times in recent memory.
Oh, missed it! Oh, my God! He missed it! You gotta be kidding me! He missed it! You gotta be kidding me! Oh, my God!
Oh, Troy. I'm so sorry.
That's a great wife right there. That's a great
No,
wife.
it's not, because that
yeah.
I'm so sorry would have pissed me off.
No, that I'm sorry was clearly tongue-in-cheek.
Yes.
100%.
If my wife,
Oh, yes.
if my wife gave me,
yes.
I'm so sorry after Durant's airball, I would have walked away.
But she wouldn't have done it to make fun. She wasn't mocking
Oh,
you.
she was mocking. Yeah.
You think so?
That's why
100%.
the camera's rolling. And, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Troy. That's a shame.
sorry.
That's too bad.
I guess I have to see it to get
Yes.
that.
And now, just for clarity, that was from the playoffs when Blair Walsh missed the easy kick against the Seahawks.
Yeah, so that was
one
That's
of my
where the
favorite Viking videos ever.
Sometimes that's where the TVs hit the streets.
Well, that's probably what happened next in that.
Yeah.
That was, you hear you didn't hear it as much because I had to bleep the cursing.
Sure.
He's got a Santa hat on because it's
Right.
January, Viking Santa hat. It's an older guy. He's
all good.
It's in his flannel pajamas. He's got a cane in his hand, Craig. And he spikes the cane not once but twice, snaps it in half because he's so angry.
They are, and this never, like, I get that you may not have the compassion. Joe never did when I would bring this up as a Jet fan. The Vikings have had it worse. I mean, they don't have a Super Bowl they can look at and say, hey, at least we got that one. They've had brutal playoff loss after brutal playoff loss after brutal playoff loss. I'm not saying you should.
You know what's weird, though? Sometimes I feel bad for the kicker who misses the kick, right? It's like Joseph misses the kick. Who's the guy 5 years ago?
Blair Walsh.
Blair Walsh.
He missed the playoff kick?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel bad for them as people.
What about the fans?
No, I don't feel bad for Minnesota Viking fans. I
Really?
don't. No.
Why?
Because I'm a Jet fan.
No, I know.
Screw them.
But can't you understand?
Wow, your team sucks. So does mine.
Can't you understand their pain, too?
Yeah, but I don't feel for them at all.
Okay.
They deserve to lose games like that.
They deserve to.
Yeah. Every franchise other than mine deserves to put their fan base through that.
The only thing I will
feel bad
say
for other fans. You crazy?
Let me ask you a hypothetical.
I don't feel bad for Giant fans that you're 0-2. I can relate to it. But I don't go to bed going, oh, man, I really feel for those Giant fans.
Hypothetically, if the Minnesota Vikings finally got to a Super Bowl and they're playing the Chiefs, right? Team that's been there a couple years, they've won one. Would you root for the Vikings for, hey, let them finally do it?
Okay, that's a different story. I don't know.
You know what's funny, Craig? I wouldn't. I'm the complete opposite because
You'd want them to continue the streak so we don't look back.
It's not even about that. So when the Chicago Cubs won the World Series, I use them as an example. And I know with them it was tough because the Indians would have won, so somebody was breaking a streak. I get really, really jealous. Like, my jealousy comes out more because I say, oh, my God, that truly could have been
So
me.
you must have hated when the Marlins won their title.
Of course.
Right?
Of course.
Okay. God, that makes sense to me. I'm with you on that.
Even the Cavs, when they came back against the Warriors, a part of me is like, all right, I'm already used to the Warriors winning. Let them win.
I get it.
Does it make sense?
I totally get it. That totally makes sense to me. What else, CeeLo? Anything?
All right, you want anything? We got the other field goals. You had the Cowboys field goal. You had the Titans field goal in overtime. You had tight games in the
By the way,
window
speaking of the Cowboys field goal, and this is going to be talked about a lot less, Mike McCarthy handled the clock in one of the most incompetent ways I've seen in a long time. And he got away with it because they won.
I think the announcers did a good job in that, saying, who was the announcer for that game? I forget. They're like, he could have gotten 2 plays.
It was Nance and Romo. Yeah, Nance and Romo.
It was Nance and Romo. Yeah, Romo was right. It goes, field goal's good. Everybody forgets.
Right.
That's what it is.
It's the way it works, yeah.
Yeah. We got to take a break. So you pick one. Give us the play-by-play call that we're going to like the most. It's on you, and we'll tell you if we failed this again.
Well, there's only 2. I mean...
Pick one. I don't care which one. And here it is now.
Right hash. Snap. Hold. Kick. Kick on the way. Kick is good, and the Cowboys win. We knew it all along. Just the way they planned it. Zerline from 56 for the win.
It really is amazing. Cowboys could have been 0-2. Baltimore could have been 0-2. And now they're all feeling good about themselves.
Next Monday night, a week from tonight, who you rooting for, Giant fans? It's the Dallas Cowboys against the Philadelphia Eagles on Monday night.
Eagles.
I think you root for the Eagles because the Cowboys are a better team.
Yep.
100%. And the Eagles play the Chiefs the following week, so you feel good that that win will go away.
877-337-6666 are your calls. We'll get to the Yankee stuff coming up. They do play tonight, even though it seems like they've given up on the season. They're going to play against the Texas Rangers, and Nasty Nestor's going to be pitching, so maybe they actually get back in the win column and close the gap against Toronto and Boston. They're now a game and a half out of the second wild card.
2 in the loss column.
Is it 2 in the loss column?
Yeah, they've put themselves in a hole.
They're in a hole, but they do have the series with the Red Sox and Toronto still coming up before this embarrassing year comes to a close. And maybe it comes to a close without the embarrassment that we're all staring right in the face right now, right? We'll find out after this. Spend less time on cooking and cleanup and more time enjoying with Grubhub. The most restaurants with the most rewards. Stay in and save by ordering Grubhub. Save with perks, pre-order food, and express reorder. 24/7 customer service, contact-free delivery. Whether it's a special deal at a local spot or hundreds of bucks in free food from restaurants around the neighborhood, Perks offers Grubhub diners one place to find exclusive offers from nearby restaurants. Get the deals you love on the food you love with Perks from Grubhub, and grub what you love.
Back in...
Carton and Roberts is presented by Grubhub. Grubhub guarantees your food will get to you on time within the delivery window and for the lowest price compared to other apps, or you'll get at least $5 in perks. Grubhub works hard to serve restaurants.
Dan Cronin tweeted, "I was lonely for a little bit, but fortunately, I got yet another email from Untuckit. Dan, if Untuckit can cure your loneliness, don't wait for an email, just put one on. There are so many occasions to break out your favorite shirt. There are Zoom calls, Zoom happy hours, Zoom coffee breaks, Zoom weddings, and Zoom Zooms, which are Zooms where you schedule other Zooms. Dan, no matter what the occasion is, you'll be the sharpest dressed person there. Find your shirt today at untuckit.com.
Dear America, I'm revving up to say, I'll always go the extra mile for you. With the latest tech and all-wheel drive. Thank you for making me the best-selling car in America. Be well, Camry.
Right now, get 1,000 customer cash on a new 2021 Camry, or get 1,500 customer cash on a new 2021 Camry Hybrid. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Yours is a front yard family, because that's where all the neighborhood is. So you stay out front. We'll stay real brewed, and the world will be colder because of it. Gold Peak Real Brew Tea. Stay cold.
At Domino's, unlike other delivery apps that add surprise fees, we're adding on $50 million in surprise frees. So you could get surprise-free cheesy bread.
Surprise-free cheesy bread!
Or something else. When you order delivery online from Domino's.
Hey, Dad. I'm getting picked on by these guys at school.
Why is that?
Because I'm not like that.
That's not an answer, Jake.
Because I'm gay.
We won't let nature take its course.
Critics are hailing Mark Wahlberg's performance in Joe Bell as the best performance of his career.
My own son took his own life because he was bullied, and I'm on a walk for change.
Joe Bell is a must-see.
There's a lot of things I've learned out here. I've still got a long road ahead of me.
Joe Bell, rated R.
Jessica, we need to leave right now. I need to get something. Dance recitals are so boring.
There's a meaning no one knows. Waiting to be set
So
free.
what's the empty suitcase for?
The grand prize trophy.
Duh.
Confidence. Pass it on.
I was born to be somebody.
SNY Play Ball, presented by Chick-fil-A, is back, looking to help local basketball leagues in need continue play, providing grants.
A lot of the students are going to be excited when they see the uniform that we could purchase with our money.
Clinics.
They teach us things that we've never been taught before, and then at the same time, it's fun.
Equipment donations and special Harlem Globetrotter experiences.
Kids were chomping at the bit to get into this particular event.
If you know a local basketball league in need, apply today at sny.tv/playball.
That's my son, Noah. And that? We call that the Greenlight effect. Greenlight's a debit card for kids and teens with an app that teaches them how to earn and manage money. Now Noah's saving more than he's spending. Join more than 3 million parents and kids at Greenlight.com.
Tuesday, Pete Alonso and the Mets set out to earn a victory in interleague play as they ready the bats for an offensive explosion against the Bo Sox in Beantown. Mets, Red Sox, presented by Smart Water Alkaline. Coverage begins Tuesday at 6:30, only on SNY.
I found my perfect man, and I locked him down quick. I just can't take my eyes off him. Most of all, I love that he wears bird dog shorts. They're all I buy for him. Normal shorts and underwear separate and ride up. But bird dogs have super soft built-in underwear, so you can just slide them right on. And you're ready to go.
DraftKings Sportsbook has same-game parlays for the NFL season.
We take the underdog, the over, and both QBs over 300 yards. Smooth.
Like it. No one still does that. Wrong. Football.
Hip, hip, parlay!
Feel the NFL action like never before. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app, place an NFL same-game parlay, and get a credit up to $25 if you don't win.
Experience iconic luxury in a Cadillac SUV like the XT6, an IIHS top safety pick with seating for up to 7 passengers. Or the XT5 with over 20 available safety and driver assistance features. Your Cadillac SUV experience awaits.
Get this low mileage lease on this 2021 Cadillac XT6 for around $519 per month. Visit your local Cadillac dealer today.
I wish I could try these glasses on first.
Here, step into the future where everything is possible. Welcome. Here you can try on Warby Parker glasses using only your phone.
Really? Wow, I like it here.
And I like these. You can stay, but I'll need my phone.
Okay.
Just shop prescription glasses starting at $95 and virtually try them on in the Warby Parker app.
It's the Yankees also. Brutal loss yesterday to the Indians. We'll get to that in a second. Let's take a couple more calls on the Jets first, though. Vincent's in Astoria. Vinny, what do you got?
Gentlemen, how you doing?
Doing great. How are you?
I'm okay. Before I get to my Jet point, do you mind if I give you some constructive criticism? Because, you know, an over 50-year-old bald white guy knows exactly how to run a successful sports show.
Let me think about that.
Did you just describe Craig Carton?
Let me think.
I think you did.
I suppose I could listen. Sure. Why not?
All right. Well, here's the problem. You guys don't talk enough sports, right? Everyone complains about you guys talking enough sports.
I don't know how anyone could possibly say that, but feel free. Go ahead.
But the issue isn't the issue. I, as a lot of other guys that sit in traffic for hours on end, look for some entertainment. So I don't mind that you don't talk sports. The issue I have is you're trying to be funny, Craigie.
Yeah.
And sadly, you're not that funny. That's the big problem. So you got to come up with some better material. All right, brother?
Okay. All right.
Anyway, let's get to the...
Hold on. I'm going to write notes down. I'm not funny.
Be
for
funnier,
Vincent.
dude. Come on.
Be funnier.
I rely on you for the funny.
So
Come on.
It's either talk more sports or be funnier. More sports. Let me get that one in here, too, for you.
Well, let's talk some sports, right? Let's just the simple fact that Sam Darnold has been successful is a huge indictment on the whole Jets
Are you surprised?
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I'm not surprised, but how long? How many years are they going to be a failure? That organization is pathetic.
How is Sam Darnold being 2-0 with Carolina an indictment on Robert Saleh?
Because not Robert Saleh, the organization, the general manager. The general manager who put no talent around him. There was a terrible head coach around him. He is, Vincent, you're spot on.
See,
I agree.
Vincent, how hard is it for you?
What do you mean?
I'm just wondering. I want to know how hard is it for you?
It's frustrating. It's very
no,
hard.
but like how hard is it going through life so perfect?
I am by far nowhere near perfect.
No, I'm just wondering. I'm just wondering. Like, I'm sure you're the funniest guy in your group, the best looking guy in your group, the most successful guy in your group of friends.
Quite contrary.
The tallest guy out of your group of friends, the guy who weighs the less, lifts the most. Like, how hard is it for you to be surrounded by such mediocrity? Or worse, force yourself to turn on the radio and hear more mediocrity. Like, why would you put yourself through that on a daily basis? That's what I'd like to know. But yet you do, and we appreciate you for it.
I don't know if this means anything to you.
No, it doesn't.
No, what I'm about to say.
Okay.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I think you're very funny.
No, I don't need that crap. Listen, I've been around long enough. Like, my career is what it is. It's out there. You can say whatever you want about it. It is what it is. One guy in a story trying to bust balls. I wish he was funnier, though. I wish he had a better line against me.
Why don't you bust Craig's balls in a funnier way, damn it?
Yeah, clearly I'm pretty easy to take shots at. Josh is in Queens on the Fan. Yo, Josh, what's good, buddy?
Yo, what's up, my man, Craigie? Let me tell you something. I am short, chubby, and I am the king of my domain.
Nice.
All right?
Yes.
All right? Now, in terms of not only the Jets, but New York sports in general, when did we get to such a dark age in this city that all sports, we are just awful, just terrible? I mean, I hate baseball, but the Yankees and Mets are just sucking life right now.
Yeah.
And in terms of the Jets, I mean, I don't know if I got to find a piano in the river or I got to find somebody's billy goat or something to break this curse.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We need something because it's been.
We need something, dude.
It's been 10 years combined. Obviously, it's been the last 5 though with these 0-2 starts, and we're getting to a very dangerous place as fans where we're going to start accepting moral victories.
You have.
Me?
Yes.
I would never
Well,
settle
only
for
2
such
of
a
Zach's
thing.
interceptions were on him.
That's right.
The offense is close. Hey, the defense was competent. Bro, they got blown out.
Yes, they did against our hated rival.
Yes.
Right.
Against a team they haven't beaten in 6 freaking years.
Right, which is but it's a dangerous place for us to be because we pride ourselves on being tough. We're tough New Yorkers, right? 5-borough tough. And we're getting to a place now which I think is very dangerous because once you go there, you start accepting certain things that you would never have accepted before.
Yes.
Oh, 7-9. Well, we tried really hard.
Yep.
Oh, starting pitcher only went 5 1/3, but he's a good guy. He struck out 7. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're at a dangerous crossroads as fans.
Now, I want to do this in a nice way because I want to be fair. While I understand, hey, New York sports sucks. Hey, the Yankees, the Mets, the Jets, the Giants. I do want to point out.
Don't you do it, Evan. I will stab you with this pen as sure as I'm sitting here. Don't you do it.
We have 2 basketball teams. 2.
I'm coming over.
2.
I'm coming over.
That made the playoffs.
I'm coming with the pen.
And I want to show respect to 2 teams I both happen to have season tickets for. The Brooklyn Nets and the New York Knicks, specifically the Nets. But sure, the Knicks. We are not in a bad place when it comes to New York basketball.
We are not.
When it comes to New York hockey, 1 team's in a bad place. 2, really.
I think the Rangers are going to get to the Cup this year.
Sure they do. Another team went to the conference finals in back-to-back years and has a brand-new home that's opening up in about 2 months. So, yes, Jets, Giants, Mets, Yankees, New York Rangers, New Jersey Devils, I get it. But let's show some damn respect for Julius Randle. But really, for Kevin Durant and the Brooklyn Nets, and of course the Islanders. Like, we weren't that far removed, Craig, jokes aside, from having like this really amazing spring for the winter sports teams. And I do include the Knicks. I'm really not trying to be a jerk here. So yes, the Giants and Jets have been bad. Yes, the baseball situation is ugly. But let us not diminish those diehard Knick fans and those diehard Net fans and those diehard Islander fans who are excited for the season and do have expectations.
Well, listen, they're the same people, though. We root for multiple teams.
Well, that's what I'm pointing
but
out.
But those Islanders fans or Nets fans or Knicks fans are also Giant fans and Jet fans.
As am I. I'm just saying it's not
people.
all gloom.
No, well, except for I don't want to be a bubble burster here today.
Burst the bubble.
But I'm not going to be the guy that accepts moral victories on this show.
I'm not accepting moral victories.
Well, I would say this. I could make the argument the single biggest disappointment in New York sports
don't do this.
over the last 12 months.
Don't freaking do this.
Was the most talented team on the hardwood not getting past the second round.
Yeah, and was I thrilled about it?
You shouldn't have been.
Of course I wasn't.
But you've already bought back in.
Because it's a new season.
Yeah.
What's my option?
George is in Carmel on the Fan. Georgie, what's going on?
What's going on, Carton? I saw that. I was listening, and there was a caller who called and gave you that constructive criticism.
Yes.
How non-funny you are.
Yeah.
I'm calling to give you the opposite because I think that the humor that you bring used to bring in the morning and bring now in the afternoon is one of the best things that you have going.
Well, thank you so much. Unfortunately, your call is as important as that guy's call, but it's 1-1, so we'll take the tie and we'll move forward.
Tie goes to the runner, man. What are we
yes, I guess I'm the runner, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Listen, and I just wanted to let me just quickly say that Evan Roberts, you were with Joe. And you hooked up with Carton, and I think that he has taken you to a different level. Nothing against what you were doing before, but I think you are definitely at a different level right now with Craig Carton.
Well, it's called Darwin, man. It's called evolution.
He's evolving. He's evolving. You know what, Carton, can I just say something quickly? I think that in the morning when you were with Boomer, you had it was like kind of the Howard Stern of sports.
Yeah. Right.
It was you, Howard. It was Boomer, Robin. Al Dukes was Baba Booey, and Eddie Schizzeri was Fred Norris.
Listen, I take that as a great compliment, and I thank you for that. Yeah, listen, it would still be going on if I didn't F it up. The question is, who would Evan be working with?
Yeah, Joe is definitely
I would just be hanging out there. We'd be doing our thing in like year 16 now. Everything would be great, right?
Yeah.
And that'd be that. But I effed it all up because I was acting like a jackass and doing stupid things and ruined everything.
If it makes you feel better, a guy called up on Saturday and said, Evan, I will no longer listen to WFAN because of how you treated Luis Rojas. He was very upset with
Yes, I've heard a lot of that. And yet he took the time to call you to tell you that. Like went out of his way on a beautiful Saturday afternoon or morning, I don't know what time he called you, to let you know.
To let me know.
That he'll never listen again.
Yes.
But in the meantime, I'll wait 35 minutes on a Saturday morning at the bagel store to let you know how much you suck. Or how disrespectful you were
so disrespectful.
in being critical of Luis Rojas.
By the way, we're done talking to him, right? I don't want to. Okay, good.
Yes.
No more Luis Rojas.
No, we're not. Until he gets fired, we're not putting him on.
I mean, the team stinks, and it's over. It's done.
Yes,
it's done with.
Yes. Well, we might be saying that about Aaron Boone and the Yankees pretty soon too.
Yeah.
How much longer are we talking Aaron Boone on this show?
What I'm fascinated about, I find this fascinating, is if the New York Yankees miss the postseason, which I think you would lean towards saying they will right now. Is that fair to say, or are you being optimistic?
I'm an unwavering predictor of them being a wild card. I've said it since April.
So what I find fascinating is there's going to be a lot of Yankee fans, you won't be one of them, who will make a compelling point why the Yankees should get rid of Brian Cashman. Like, that will be a very valid point to make, considering how disappointing this year has been. And what I find so freaking fascinating is if they ever got rid of Brian Cashman, I say this with no hesitation, the Mets should bring him in. Like, we could be dealing with a dual, get rid of Cashman, he stinks, followed by, oh my God, we can hire Brian Cashman?
It'd be a brilliant hire.
Of course it would.
Be a competent hire. It would change the fortunes of your franchise. I don't know how well he'd do against the Yankees and Theo Epstein, but, I mean, so that's fine.
Could you imagine?
I could imagine, by the way.
You want an interesting baseball offseason? Let it fall that way.
I could. Yeah, Brian Cashman's a Met, And Theo Epstein's a Yankee.
Because, no, jokes aside, if the Yankees decided to move on from Brian Cashman, I don't think they will. But let's say the Steinbrenners said, hey, we do have to do something big.
I'll do you one better.
Brian Cashman would take the Met job.
He would take the job in a heartbeat because it keeps him in New York.
Keeps him in New York, doesn't have to move, big payroll, stick it back to the Yankees. And I just find that aspect of things fascinating.
Yeah, I don't think he's getting fired. I'll do you one better. I don't think Boone's getting fired. How about that?
Well, he wouldn't be fired because his contract runs out. So you're doing a semantics game? Or?
No. I'm saying I think Boone's, let me rephrase that. I think Boone's coming back.
So here's the issue. And I know we got 2 weeks to go. So it's weird having this conversation. It's a very tough sell to Yankee fans to tell them, we just had the most disappointing year in your lifetime, which it would be.
Yep.
Let's all accept that. And we're going to keep the GM and we're going to keep the manager. And I guess they'll make changes during the offseason, but I don't know how monumental they'd be.
Well, I think
that's a tough sell.
Is look at Aaron Boone's career as Yankee manager prior to this year. Playoffs every year, 100-game winner every year, other than obviously the abbreviated season. That's a pretty good resume to come back.
It's really not that good, though. Not compared to what was accomplished by the manager who you got rid of in 2017.
Right. That manager won a single World Series. Boone's got none. No,
he also, with this core, got to the 7th game of the ALCS and lost to a team that we later found out was cheating.
Right.
Aaron Boone will have got knocked out in the division series twice, lost an LCS, and potentially missed the playoffs. I'm just telling you whether it's fair or not, because I don't think Aaron Boone is necessarily to blame for the Yankee failures. It is going to be a very tough sell to Yankee fans who most still remember George. They do. That after the most disappointing season in their lifetime, we're going to keep the manager and the GM and not make major changes. That's a very tough thing to sell.
I think it's one they're doing. If you told me today, you asked the question, are they both coming back, one coming back, or neither coming back? I think that the odds would favor they both come back.
I would say Cashman is very likely back, and I'd say Boone's 50-50.
877-337-6666. Veronica's in Bethpage. Veronica, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing great.
I just want to tell you guys, you are awesome. And you, the first time I listened to you is when you were talking to that one woman and told her to wear a jersey when her husband came into the glass.
Yeah, I recall.
You guys are awesome.
Thank you.
Really
Have you considered naming either of your cats after us or no?
No, I don't have any cats or dogs. I just have beautiful grandkids. Sorry.
Oh, well, what's better than that? Grandkids are better than kids, right?
I totally agree.
I understand
That's what every grandparent says. They're better than having kids.
I can see that.
Well, Veronica, listen, you're breaking up a little bit, but thank you so much for that. We do appreciate it. And get home safely. And tell your friends. Tell your friends.
I will.
All right. Very good.
Even though I'm not a grandparent, but a relatively new father, 5-year-old and a soon-to-be 1-year-old, I totally get that. Because the grandparent can, come in, give a gift, get some hugs and kisses, have some fun, and then when the tough part starts, they can get the heck out.
Yes. That's exactly
It's like aunts and uncles. It's the same thing.
Time to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as the kids get annoying, take them away. Not my responsibility anymore, right? Like all the things that, as much as you love your kids, there are things that will get on you, specifically around bathing, eating, and going to bed. Those are 3 bugaboos for every dad and mom out there, right? Kids get a little annoying. You can even take them to a restaurant, zip your lip, that kind of stuff, right? When they're the grandparents, they simply hand them back.
All right, take them back.
I believe this pee in the pot is yours. I'm not changing them. I changed you. That's all, right? You'll see what I mean.
You'll be a grandparent soon enough.
No, bite your tongue, sir.
Sorry.
Bite your tongue.
At some point, your kids may have
If it
kids.
happens soon, someone's getting punished.
Well, relatively soon.
Not that you can punish, 20-year-olds these days, but somebody is getting punished. I promise you that. Okay? I mean, a major league punishment.
Oh, yeah.
Dad, I'm 21. You can't. Oh, yeah? Okay, we'll see how quickly Daddy can punish you.
Good luck with that, pal.
Yeah, but she ain't getting pregnant. I can tell you that right now. Unless it's like the Virgin Mary, and it just happened. It just happened. I'll tolerate that. If it didn't happen in that exact manner, or we don't find a baby floating down a river, then that's it. I ain't being a grandpa no time soon.
Grandpa Craig.
Yeah. 877-337-6666. Carton and Roberts on the Fan. How many of you want to get in the best shape of your life, but you don't know where?
Carton and Roberts on SNY is brought to you by Seagram's, proud partner of the New York Mets.
When you use Constant Contact, prepare accordingly. Let's win this with email marketing and more to drive your business forward. Constant Contact. Try it free today.
What can I do with less asthma? With Dupixent, I can do more yard work, teamwork, long walks.
Game on!
That's how you do more with Dupixent, which helps prevent asthma attacks. Dupixent's not for sudden breathing problems. It's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma that can improve lung function for better breathing in as little as 2 weeks. It can reduce or even eliminate oral steroids. And here's something important. Dupixent can cause serious allergic reactions, including anaphylaxis. Get help right away if you have rash, shortness of breath, chest pain, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection, and don't change or stop your asthma treatments, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Are you ready to do more with less asthma?
Hey, come on!
Just ask your asthma specialist about Dupixent.
New Yorkers share their personal stories about the vaccines.
I was here today to take my second dose of the vaccine. Vaccination, for this coronavirus that is spreading all over the world. No, I was not nervous. It was very easy, very easy. Personally, I don't have the side effects. I've taken the first dose. I took the second dose. It doesn't affect me. I would tell people who are afraid of getting the vaccine not to be. It's not worth it because, there is no side effect. If at all there is any side effect, in some cases, it's something very minor. Minor side effects. Like I said earlier on, I personally don't have any side effect. The injection is mild. The needles are very tiny. I took the injection, I didn't feel anything. Just a breeze. Take your vaccination. Millions of people have taken it. New York City is the best city in the whole world taking this vaccination. We are here to conquer.
Visit nyc.gov/vaccine finder or call 877-BAX-4-NYC.
Meet Dom, left fielder, first baseman, and overall nice guy.
Great snag.
Need a clutch hit? Just call Dom. Because he's a big bat with an even bigger heart.
Dom Smith with an opposite field grand slam. Oh, made the catch. Oh, wow. With the Mets down to their final strike, Dom Smith with the tying hit.
Watch Dominic Smith's story continue with the Mets on SNY.
If your child is at least 12 years old, getting them vaccinated against COVID-19 will keep them safer everywhere they go and whatever they do. The COVID-19 vaccines are effective at preventing disease, and millions of adolescents have already been vaccinated safely. The city is offering $100 to anyone who gets vaccinated. Get your child vaccinated against COVID-19 and receive $100. Visit nyc.gov/COVID vaccine.
Stay tuned to save $10 on Tax Shaver.
For a close shave, you need to get a razor and lather up. For a quick shave on the go, you need to settle for an electric. But what if you really want both? Nick Bolton here with the newest addition to our tactical line, the Bell & Howell Tax Shaver. Designed with the needs of our military in mind, Tax Shaver gives you a quick, razor-smooth shave whether you're at home or on the go. It even has a built-in trimmer for sideburns and beards. And it works wet or dry for a great shave in even the harshest conditions. That's right, the Tax Shaver is completely waterproof. In fact, you could even use a Tax Shaver underwater and still get a great shave. Navy guys, Tax Shaver is small and compact, so it slips easily into any pocket. Yet it also has 3 powerful rotary heads that can easily take on even the coarsest hair. To prove it, I'm gonna do something I never do. Shave. As you can see, it easily handled even my stubborn stubble. Now that's what I call military tough. So let's review. Tack Shaver gives you a quick, razor-smooth shave, features a built-in trimmer, works wet or dry, even underwater, and has 3 powerful shaving heads. I mean, there's just nothing like it on the market today.
Tack Shaver is $29.99, but act now and we'll take $10 off, so you get it for just $19.99, and shipping is free. But wait, call or click today and you can get a second Tack Shaver. Just pay a separate fee. Tack Shaver is the only shaver that features genuine Bell & Howell precision and quality, and is backed by our 10-year warranty. You can get 2 Bell & Howell Tack Shavers with this special TV offer. Here's how to order.
Call 1-800-515-8897 or go to tackshaver.com. Again, that's 1-800-515-8897 or order online at tackshaver.com.
Bogey's on your 6th limo. They need customized car insurance from Liberty Mutual, so they only pay for what they need.
We are not getting you a helicopter.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Town Fair Tire is New England's largest independent name brand tire dealer with the guaranteed lowest price and the most free services for life. That's why nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal. Nobody.
Town Fair Tire.
Nothing offers an opportunity to bond and give thanks quite like breaking bread together. This is especially true as we welcome our troops back home and keep those who are still stationed overseas in our hearts. Hi, I'm Gary Sinise. Since 2011, the Gary Sinise Foundation's Serving Heroes program has shown gratitude to our nation's defenders and their families by serving up nearly 500,000 hearty classic American meals at travel hubs and military locations. And now, together with our friends at Bob Evans Farms and their Our Farm Salutes program, we will help to provide even more meals nationwide, offering our defenders a taste of home and the feeling of togetherness around the table. Help us show America's gratitude through food and fellowship. Look for the Bob Evans Our Farm Salutes purple packaging at your grocery store and visit ourfarmsalutes.com to learn more. While we can never do enough to support the men and women who serve, together we can make a difference, bite by bite.
Everyone loves a champion, someone whose performance puts them head and shoulders above the rest. But not all champions wear a medal or hoist a trophy. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we see champions everywhere we look. In every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. We believe abuse can be prevented by taking a hard look at how we coach, how we train, and how we interact after the last whistle. We have provided over 2 million safe sport trainings. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job, it's our promise.
Did it in 5 pitches.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Eddie Rosario, the Braves outfielder.
That is incredible. A guy the Atlanta Braves acquired because the New York Mets let them think just long enough they can be in the NL East race. Despite all the injuries they were dealing with, it allowed the Braves just a little bit like, should we make a move or two? And they did, and it's worked. And the Atlanta Braves are going to win the National League East despite their best player being out for the year. It's incredible.
Well, listen, he 5-pitch cycle, so there you go. That's funny. I love how you
So
related
funny
to the Mets stuff.
Well, because it's fully related to the New York Mets.
I know.
It's 100% related to the Mets. Adam Duvall, Eddie Rosario, all the guys they added, because the Mets in a 5-game series right before the trade deadline gave them enough hope. If the Mets win that series or win 4 out of 5, the Braves don't make those trades. They don't make those trades.
Well, they did. They did.
So you brought it up. It's your fault.
Here's Jimmy and Wes Harrison on the Fan. Jimmy, what's going on?
Who's the biggest Malloy on the radio station?
The biggest Malloy on the radio station is either Boomer, Gio, Moose, Maggie, or Evan.
So everyone but you? Is that really what you're coming down to?
I mean, that's how I see it. How about you?
I think you called everybody but yourself, and I think you're the biggest Malloy.
How do you figure?
You're the one who did the milk bath and the Islanders are out.
And they won Game 6. I got you a W you had to have. You're welcome.
It means nothing.
Oh.
You're the one the Yankees are not even going to make the playoffs, for God's sake.
They haven't missed the playoffs yet, and I said no to the Mets, and they did miss the playoffs. I'm 2 for 2.
And you know you'd have been the reverse Malloy. And then you had the best job in the world, and you screwed that up, too. What the hell,
Yes, well,
man?
that's on me. That's not being a Malloy. That's being stupid. There's 2 different things there. The Maloik is, black magic, right?
Well,
Good luck,
wait
bad
a second.
Me screwing up my previous job is on me. Unless you're Gio, then it's the greatest thing that ever happened.
Hold on a second. He said,
like from his perspective, I'm the greatest guy on the planet.
No, worked out well for G. I always used to joke with Rosenberg many years ago, Sid, he always loved it, that him screwing up allowed me an opportunity to work with Joe.
Look, I'm screwing up got me the job.
Right.
Me screwing up got Greg the job.
There's a lot of that.
Yes.
But I got to ask you a question, and you can be honest with me.
Yeah.
I want you to be honest.
I never lie to you, Evan. It's my new thing. I tell the truth.
He said, quote, you screwed up the best job in the world.
Who said this?
That's what our caller just said, the morning show you had with Boomer.
Yes.
I would say that maybe this is the best job in the world. Afternoon drive. I'm sitting to your right. Is that the second best job in the world? Is that what you're admitting? And if that's how you feel, okay. But wouldn't this be the best job in the world?
Well, that's a tough question to ask.
I'm just asking the question.
I had the best job in the world.
Wow.
I have now the next best job in the world.
Okay.
That's all. And I think I'm the only one to have ever done it.
To do both?
Yeah.
At this station?
Yeah.
Mike and Chris filled in for Imus after he got in trouble?
And they actually wanted to do it.
Well, I think Dog did and Mike didn't.
Oh, maybe that's what
That's
it was.
what I think it was. Dog was like, let's do voting.
It's so weird to when people still talk about them here on the air. They haven't been here in like decades.
Well, you just brought it up, and I was countering who else may have done it.
Oh. Well, I mean, you kind of brought it up.
So mornings is the best job in the world, and afternoons is number 2.
But I'm a morning guy. I'm a morning radio guy.
I accept second place. All right, that's fine.
Listen, whatever. It's better than 4th. Right?
That's what the Yankee fans are going for this year.
Let's relax with all the Yankee hatred, all right? The Yankees will get into the second wild card. They'll win the wild card game, and then all you haters can talk to me at that point.
But if they don't, he's right.
I'm not the biggest Malloy here.
No. If the New York Yankees don't make the wild card game, our last caller, whether you like it or not, is right.
About what?
That you Malloyked, quote unquote, the New York Yankees. They have never had a year like this. We've gone through it.
Well, I had a choice, Mets or Yankees. I picked the Yankees. How did I Malloy them when the team I said no to didn't make the playoffs?
Because the Mets never make the playoffs. That's not something new.
But it wasn't like I was choosing Mets, Yankees, or I don't know, the Giants.
But the New York Yankees are going to do something they never do. Miss the playoffs in a year in which they had championship expectations. The Mets always miss the playoffs.
It's a fair point. A fair point. Fair, but I'm in like a can't-win situation. If I went with the Mets and they do what they usually do, see, Carton, nothing special about you. However, the Yankees don't make it, then it's on me. That's a tough way for me to live.
You made the decision.
Yeah, I've made many bad decisions in my life. I thought I was done making them, but apparently here I am. Huh. Right? Like bringing CeeLo into an update now. I wasn't sure if you were supposed to or not.
I can't keep track of when you guys want me in or not.
No, but I didn't know either. So all I said to them was, when is CeeLo coming in?
Well, here I am.
Is that really what you said?
I didn't say go get CeeLo.
We doing an update here or what?
When did you do the last update?
Be
honest.
A little after 4 o'clock.
So it's been about an hour.
Correct.
Right.
So what are we doing?
We have structure on this show. Your internal clock was correct.
It felt to me like it was time for him to do an update.
Yes.
It had been
And then we're going to get into Yankee stuff.
It had been so long, I forgot CeeLo was here. I was assuming for a second, I guess he's not here today.
All right, couple things. First of all, powered by Superbook, now open with better odds and favorable prices. Also brought to you by Bruni and Campisi Home Comfort and Efficiency Company, serving Westchester, Fairfield, Rockland, and Putnam
It
counties.
seems like heating, air conditioning, and wagering is pretty much the lifeline of the fan these days.
That's
Do
the
I
way
have
to
that
go.
right?
Yeah.
Pretty much. I mean, it used to be Budweiser and Chevy. Now it's, does your AC suck? And do you want to waste your money on tonight's game?
And catch a tumor early. That's about that's about as much as you get.
That's pretty much where we're at these days. Hey, I'm glad that they're in business. Good.
All right, there's a reason I was a little tardy coming in. One, I was trying to track down something that I sent to myself Saturday to play on the show.
Like, where's Premio sausage?
Okay.
Well, how come I'm not eating Premio sausage for lunch every day on this show?
Because you eat everything else for lunch every day.
Good
That's
point.
why.
All right.
Yeah.
What were you saying? You set yourself up porn and you can't find
No.
it?
No.
Sorry.
Something from Saturday, viral video that I was like, oh, this would be good for Monday. Let me email myself the link.
Viral video, was it Fernando Tatis getting schooled by Manny Machado?
No, that was good, but
That
the
was
audio is
awesome.
not clean enough to play on the show here. You know, we can kind of fill in the blanks, but a little coming of age moment for Machado,
I loved
right?
it. I loved it.
Stepping into the veteran leadership role now.
It's not about you.
Right.
That's what he was screaming.
Exactly.
It's not about bleeping you.
I saw speaking of this weekend and sending yourself videos, I sent myself a video also. And it's sports related, actually.
A sports related video.
That's an
that you
upset.
sent
I just don't remember the two teams that were in it, so I can't help you with it.
What sport was it?
Baseball. I saw one of the greatest managerial decisions in the history
you're
of baseball.
talking about the Astro Diamondback game where
If you say so.
Where the guy left early from third.
So
the
man
Astros
on second and third,
Yes.
fly ball to right. The dude tags up from third to go home.
I think it
plays
was
the play.
Gurriel.
He's safe at home. Run scores, tie game 3-3. Guy from second goes to third. Okay, great. Except that they were going to challenge that the guy on third left too early.
And he did.
And he
Appeal.
did.
Appeal
They were going to
play.
appeal the
Yeah.
play, right? So when they throw the ball to third base, the guy on third
Kyle
starts
Tucker.
running home. So now you've got an actual play taking place. They get him in a rundown, they tag him out, he's out. Because of that out, you can now no longer challenge whether or not the other guy left early because a play is now taking place. So the run scores, which tied the game, it otherwise would not have scored. There would have been
They
three
knew
outs,
they were going to
and
lose
they
the
were down
challenge.
3-2.
Or the challenge was going to be successful. So who do we give credit to? Do
The
we
manager,
give credit?
right?
Nah,
Well, Dusty
happened too
Baker.
fast.
I love Dusty. I do. And I'm actually, in a way, rooting for him because he's had so many bad collapses in the playoffs. Do you think Dusty Baker, who's old school, has managed for so long, to him replay is like replay? You think he was the one?
You think it was the third base coach?
I don't know. I wish it was Dusty because I like Dusty.
Or do you think it happened and they just got lucky that the runner on third had a brain fart and started running home?
No, I don't
Who's
think
the
so.
third base coach?
The
I
Astros.
don't even know who was playing in the game.
The Astros, the team that you wish you could play in the ALCS this year.
I'd just like to be in the ALCS this
No.
year. I don't care who we play.
Because I would also
that's the story. It doesn't matter who it was.
I would also think the third base coach can view it and know, we're
He left
going to
early.
lose this.
So anyway, that's what I emailed myself. What'd you email yourself?
Gary Pettis?
Maybe.
All right, what I
I don't know.
emailed myself, and then I got distracted because Kenny Galladay met the media.
Oh, good. Ooh.
So the Moon experts putting that in for us right now.
I've been
So
waiting
while
days for this.
While he puts that audio in for
get
us
it
to
in. Let's
listen
go. I
to,
wanna hear it. Come on.
I first want to play this for you. SMU Louisiana Tech. College football Saturday. SMU with the ball down whatever.
Who cares, right?
Hold on. Hail Mary attempt. Last hour we were talking about good radio calls. I want to get your thoughts on this one.
Down don't matter. 6 seconds to go. They come with a blitz this time. Mordecai flushed out to his left. Waiting, firing towards the end zone. There's a receiver there. Ball bouncing. Caught by Reggie Robertson on the deflection. Touchdown. SMU. Oh, my God. 21. Caught. Reggie Robertson. Anderson, and the Mustangs are going to win it.
There you go. A lot of excitement for
Yeah,
SMU.
that must have been like the school broadcast. That was awesome.
Yeah. I don't think it was the school broadcast, but, you know.
Yeah.
I love that. Oh, my
I
God.
love the accent.
Yeah.
Play the very start of that again.
Down don't matter.
Down don't matter.
matter.
Can you imagine John and Susan going, I got to tell you, Susan, the pitch count doesn't matter. And Susan's got this bad habit now. It's really bothering me a lot.
Oh, God.
She talks under her breath.
She does it a lot, though.
A lot. Like she'll almost like when you go to like the old age home and you visit people and like people mutter things under their breath. Like she speaks out loud, but
it trails off a little bit.
No, it's like it'll be like she'll say this. Yes, I believe that.
I've noticed that.
It's weird. It's like
I've noticed that a lot.
Yeah.
Usually, see, the way it used to
I
be,
don't know if
Craig,
she's
was
muttering to herself.
It used to be on home runs, like right as you hear the crack of the bat.
You would hear, ugh.
You would hear, or excitement, like, oh.
Yeah, but now she talks to herself.
Interesting.
Yeah, listen to tonight's game if you of that ilk driving around. And it happens frequently now where she's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, who are you talking to?
Do you think she's muttering here yesterday as
Go ahead, I'll
they
tell
took
you.
Garrett Cole out of the game?
So you take him out and get him ready for the next start will be an absolutely vital start for the Yanks. So Garrett Cole leaves and gets booed. Gee, he's been carrying the team all year.
What's wrong with you? Talked over it.
How am I supposed
You
to?
guys
Play it
just
again.
can't let it. You just can't let anything breathe.
Why are
here,
you
can
saying you guys? Craig
You're
talked
the
over
same
it.
way.
I didn't do
I
anything.
come to bring you guys stories, and you like want to get to. Oh, did you see
Well,
that?
hold on.
Play the Kenny Galladay.
I think
Relax.
next time you should say,
I was
wait
giving
to the
you-
end.
I was doing this. Means hang on, let it happen.
Garrett Cole leaves and gets booed. Gee, he's been carrying this team all year.
What's wrong with you people? What's wrong with you people?
Wow.
Well, because she's friendly with him. He asked her to sing the anthem, which she did, and that's they curry favor to Garrett Cole
In
and
fairness.
have all year.
In
what's
fairness.
wrong with these people?
It's a fair-
Let me tell you what's wrong with these people. It costs $125 to buy a ticket to the game. They charge $15 for an 8-ounce warm beer. And all the other things that we all complain about for ages, not just the Yankee Stadium.
Parking, maybe.
They're blowing a wild card spot before the fans' very eyes. And the one guy that's making $350 million that they're counting on for a W pitch like crap. What's wrong with these people? Have you lost total sight of what it means to be a fan and to pay your hard-earned money to watch these prima donnas play baseball? What's wrong with these people? Keep talking under your breath. What's wrong with these people?
I didn't expect an impassioned comment
Like that because I hate when if you're a broadcaster, you have to make a decision. Are you going to curry favor to a guy because he acknowledges your presence, or are you going to treat him like you treat everybody else? They've been great this year in being critical of Yankee failures. John especially. The ground ball, the double play crap, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So when it comes to Garrett Cole, he's got to get the same, which is why he is being booed. What's wrong with these people? What's wrong with you for waiting until 5:30 to play that?
Because we were doing football.
You
that's why.
nincompoop.
What's wrong with 5:30? It's right in the teeth of the show here.
Play that again. I got to hear this again and amplify. Go.
Team all year.
What's wrong with you people?
What's wrong with these people? You owe the fans an apology. How about we boo you the next time you sing the anthem because it stinks?
Oh, that's not nice.
Is that what's wrong with us? We would never do that because we're respectful of you singing it. But you cannot come out and accuse the fans of what's wrong with these people when a $300 million guy, who, by the way, was the center of the spider tack controversy this year, pitches like crap against the Cleveland Indians. What's wrong with you that you don't understand why we're booing? Or is it that Garrett Cole is untouchable because he acknowledges who you are and asked you to sing the anthem for him one day and tipped his cap to you? That's not right. You can't, hey, John and Susan, if you wanted to go way back, and I'm not suggesting you do, when the Javi Baez, Francisco Lindor thing went down with thumbs down to the fans, I happened to be listening to the Yankee game driving home that night.
We played it.
They buried Lindor and Baez for doing it. You just did the same thing. What's wrong with these people? And what do you mean by these people? Hard-working, blue-collar people that love Yankee baseball? That take money out of their pockets to watch an inferior product? Or is it something I'm missing? Walk me through it, Susan, because I don't know what you're talking about when you say, what?
What's wrong with these people?
What's wrong with these people? Shame on you.
I think it's actually a you people, which is even worse, kind of.
What's wrong with you
I got to tell you, you convinced me. I was about to count. No, seriously, I was about to counter that. No, Cole's had a great year. Is there a line where you won't boo a guy who's having a great year? But you know what you said that resonated with me at least? I'm going to compliment you. You convinced me.
Go.
Your monologuing worked when you said, hey, you're doing what you criticized Javier and Francisco
the same
for doing.
damn thing.
Because you're right.
You're attacking the
I can't
fans
argue that.
for speaking their minds, right?
Yeah.
Same exact thing.
It's tough only because, and I'm working myself. I'm not a booer, so I guess I'm on the side in this. Garrett Cole was the Cy Young Award winner probably until Sunday. Is that fair to say?
I have to agree with that.
Okay. I guess that's where he's had a great year. He had a bad start at the worst possible time. And he could still salvage this.
Sure.
He goes Friday night at Fenway. Shut them down.
Yep. Maybe you win the Cy Young in doing it. I don't know.
So, I don't know. When a guy's having a great year, and he really has, despite the controversies, that's the only part where I pause and say, really? That's the guy we're booing?
Has nobody played this or talked about this today?
If they did, I'm
Nobody
not
heard
aware.
this?
I'm sure people heard
Well,
it.
shame on the radio station. Because to me, outside of the Jets' failures against New England and the on-field performance of the New York Yankees, the 30-year voice of the Yankees scolding you for booing the $300 million disappointment yesterday against the Indians is the top story next to the Jet failures. And, of course, the Yankees throwing a division
I got to tell you,
playoff into the wind.
More than shame on the station, I feel bad doing this, shame on CeeLo. How do you not hear that?
Oh, my
Well,
God.
I told CeeLo at our meeting, I said football first.
Yeah, football
But
first.
Hold on.
You think I just stumbled
Hold
upon
on.
this now?
Hold on. You didn't come to us at the meeting and say, Craig, wait to hear what Susan said.
Yes. You know why?
No.
So that when it happens, you do this instead of, yeah, what else you
I
got?
would open with
No,
it.
you would have been like, that's great. What else you got?
I would have said, hey, Jet fans, the loss yesterday sucks. And we're going to get to it throughout the show. But I got something bigger than the Jet loss.
Oh, I totally.
That is the 30-year voice of the Yankees scolding Yankee fans. What's wrong with you people for being critical of Garrett Cole yesterday? What should we have done? Should we have gone to the rose bushes outside and put pedals down on the field when he left in the, what inning did he leave in?
It was the sixth
Inning. He couldn't get through and said, Gary, I want to make sure you walk back to the hot tub is littered with rose petals. God forbid a Yankee fan speaks his or her mind. Shame on you.
I love how worked up this got you.
Because anytime you attack the fans, I will always fight for the fans. Susan Waldman hasn't bought a ticket to a Yankee game in 40 years. She maybe lost touch with what it takes to go to a Yankee game. The expense, the traffic, all the other crap you deal with that all fans deal with going to their respective favorite teams' events, right? And to chastise the fan base for voicing their displeasure with the performance of Garrett Cole is what we do, and it's our right to do it. But I guess if it's not a Met fan or Met player involved, then it's a problem. Because they went off on Javi
No,
Baez
that's your bet.
and Francisco
The most
Lindor.
powerful thing you said in that, as someone who understands, hey, am I really booing a guy who's had a great year, was that. Because I can't argue that. I can't counter that. You're right.
Garbage.
If you're mad.
And you deserve better, Yankee fans. I'm sorry. You deserve better. And maybe she'll apologize starting off tonight's broadcast. I don't know.
I don't think that's
probably not. Because they live in this ivory tower that's untouchable. And they've been great this year with their criticisms of the Yankees' performances.
Yeah.
Like, John's miserable the last 10 games the Yankees have played, and it comes out in every broadcast. Another double play, Susan.
Right.
Another double play. Right?
Well, I think the anger may be who's been the best Yankee in 2021, if I asked you that question. The answer is probably Garrett Cole, right?
I'd argue Aaron Judge is up there, but okay, fine.
Look,
sure.
I get it, position player.
Okay.
Garrett Cole's probably been pound for pound the most important New York Yankee. I'll phrase
I'm
it
with
that
you on
way.
that. Fine.
So I think that's where it's going to be. Why are you booing him? He's the most important New York Yankee. That's exactly what John or Susan would counter back, by the way. And I understand that.
Also, just to point out, and I'll play devil's advocate here, they were responding to the fact that Baez and Lindor had a thing going against the fans. Garrett Cole is not thumbs downing the fans.
No. You missed Craig's point. It was actually good.
She's attacking the fans.
I got his point.
Well, that's the point.
She's attacking the fans the way they attack the fans.
Right.
It's a different scenario, but the end result's the same.
Yeah.
The fans did something wrong, right? Boo you, fans. You give it to me, I'm going to give it back to you. And now here's a broadcaster who, again, doesn't know the value of a ticket because she hasn't bought one or had to, right? Right? Who's now attacking the fans who did buy tickets to watch this train wreck of a final 30
and you know
days
what?
of the baseball season.
You said something way at the beginning of the show that I thought was a stupid question, but now it's starting to resonate in my brain. We were talking about Zach Wilson being booed. Do you remember what you asked me?
Are they booing the play itself or the guy himself?
Okay, I'm going to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Were Yankee fans booing Garrett Cole or were they booing the New York Yankees?
The New York Yankees. I'm sorry.
I think both, actually, but yes.
Yeah, the New York. I think there's a little bit of Cole. Yeah. We pay all this money. Yeah, but I think a lot of it is we're booing the team, or they're booing the team. They gave up 22 runs to the Cleveland Indians in 2 games. They are falling by the wayside in the wild card race. And I think that's what. So to your point, some of the boos were at Garrett Cole. You make a ton of money, you're a bum.
Right.
But I think a lot of it was we're booing the Yankees.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Susan. We're not allowed to do that? Oh, why not? Because he acknowledges your presence in the hallways? Because he asked you to sing the national anthem and tipped his cap? Should we be softer on him? Should we not be critical of him when he doesn't pitch well? Is that what you want us to do? Do you want us to back off a little bit? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, CCQ.
That Craig Susan becoming friends idea.
Of all the dramatic things, they're booing Garrett Cole, John. What is wrong with you people? I don't know. He couldn't pitch 6 innings against the Cleveland Indians when we needed to win to stay pace with Toronto and Boston? I don't know. We expected more from him? I don't know. I just bought an $18 beer, and my kid got a soggy, lousy pizza cupcake for $30?
That's Citi Field with the pizza cupcake.
Just go with it.
Don't rip the Yankees for that.
2 things. I've never been more happy to be called a nincompoop in my life.
Nincompoop.
And number 2, it's a good thing I didn't jam that Galladay sound in before.
Well, we need the Kenny Galladay audio whenever you get it.
After the break.
I can't wait to hear this because I've been waiting days to find out what is his side of the story. He may surprise us with what he says. I have no idea.
Stay off Twitter during the break.
I am. I'm trying to because I want to hear the freaking audio.
Oh, so I need that. Why didn't you play Susan earlier? This, that, the other thing. How about I just play everything I've got at the same time and see if you can figure out what's what? How about that?
What's wrong with you people?
Yeah.
we finally made CeeLo snap.
What the hell is wrong with you people? What is wrong with you people? You're booing my guy. You can't boo my guy. Oh, Garrett, I'm so sorry. Can I give you a sponge bath after the game? Oh. You think she called him and said, you didn't deserve those boos?
I think he has his chance.
There's no doubt she did.
A 20% chance.
Garrett, it's Susan. Yeah, Susie Q, yeah. You didn't deserve those boos at all. What's wrong with those people? I feel so bad for you.
If Garrett Cole pitches well Friday night against the Red Sox,
she's going to say something. So
180%. Get ready, CeeLo.
Yeah.
Get ready to cut it.
They're not booing him now, John, are they? Right? Can you believe that he got booed 6 days ago? Oh, it's great.
Perfectly timed, if I do say so myself.
Whatever, it's all good. You got to it, so that's good.
Yeah.
I will give you if you want to react, just call in now. 877-337-6666. We'll give you the Galladay sound, which you've been
can't wait.
4 days for, 5 days for now.
Well, because I think we're going to finally have more structure to this story. All it's been is speculation from us, all of us. Daniel Jones having a comment, Joe Judge having a comment. I'm ecstatic to hear what Kenny Galladay's got to say.
I will tease this.
Ooh.
He did not disappoint.
All right. Oh. Great. And I will tease this. Yeah. You did a better job doing an update today than every other update person in this company.
Well, wait a second.
Jerry Recco failed the morning show terribly this morning.
I don't know.
Well done, CeeLo.
I don't know that he didn't play it this morning.
No, he didn't play it. We would have heard about it. Right. Well done. You're so much better than Recco today.
Relax.
You get the gold star.
All right.
You can come back tomorrow.
Thursday. I'll see you Thursday.
Is that the first time in CeeLo's history he's outperformed Jerry?
To my knowledge. Yeah. Listen, blind squirrels, baby. Blind squirrels.
Yeah,
Just remember that. Jets fans, Giant fans, Duncan fans, what's wrong with you people?
Oh, who cares?
Where is that from?
What's wrong with you people?
Tell me.
And she kind of said it under her breath. That was the point of what I was getting at there, wasn't it, Evan?
Yes.
Was that the start of where I was going?
You actually started the story before CeeLo knew how to bring it to another level.
I got totally lucky on that story was going on, unbeknownst to me, when I was making fun of her talking under her breath.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, I had no idea that had taken place. I wasn't, like, leading to it. I wish I was. But I just got lucky on that one, I think. That's the only way to
What's wrong with you people?
Yeah.
Wowie zowie!
Okay, Jets fans, Giant fans, Duncan fans, game day merch just got tastier. Tackle game day with the New York Jets or New York Giants themed donuts. Squash your hunger and support your team with Duncan.
It's also perfect to pair a Jets or Giants donut with Dunkin's new 100% Guatemalan hot coffee to get the most out on game day. So as you're sitting down getting ready to watch football, Jets and Giants donuts. And remember, the Jets and Giants run on Dunkin'.
Listen, say goodbye.
Carton and Roberts on SNY is brought to you by Dunkin'. Sip until fall with a $3 medium pumpkin cream cold brew or pumpkin spice signature latte at Dunkin'. Participation may vary. Limited time offer. Valid on pumpkin spice signature latte only and all cold foam cold brew. America runs on Dunkin'.
Do you want to bet on live sports? Then you need to try in-play betting at Bet365. In-play betting lets you make a bet while the game's still being played. Seriously. You can bet on things like touchdowns, the money line, puck line, total hits, next goal score, fight outcome. Download the app now and see for yourself why Bet365 is the world's favorite sportsbook.
With a full range of BMW X vehicles available, no matter what adventure lies around the corner, there's an X for that. Hurry in, release a 2022 BMW X3 X-Drive 30i for $529 per month.
The great champions, whenever you talk to teams that win championships, the common denominators, they talk about how great the locker room was.
A little juice tonight, let's fly around.
Touchdown, Corey Davis.
A lot of these guys lean on me, and that's something that I want. I want that pressure. Like I said, I'm ready for it.
The beautiful thing about football is that these players all come from different backgrounds and they have an amazing history behind them. And they're all thrown into a locker room, and we've got to try to come together as one.
At DirecTV, we tackle Sundays. We serve up endless, expanded coverage. We have the most live sports in 4K, and you can watch anytime, anywhere. We knock out the competition.
Oh, my goodness.
Go ahead. Try and catch us. The #1 undisputed leader in sports.
Yeah, baby!
DirecTV. We do sports.
Hey, Dad. I'm getting picked on by these guys at school. Why is that? Because I'm not like that.
That's not an answer, Jake.
Because I'm gay.
We won't let nature take its course.
Critics are hailing Mark Wahlberg's performance in Joe Bell as the best performance of his career.
My own son took his own life because he was bullied, and I'm on a walk for change.
Joe Bell is a must-see.
There's a lot of things I've learned out here. I've still got a long road ahead of me.
Joe Bell, rated R.
Introducing the Land Rover Defender. Just the thing for those little everyday trips. Good in heavy traffic. Perfect for catching up with the relatives. And dropping into the car wash en route. Giving someone a helping hand. Or beating the commute. And putting your feet up after a long day.
SNY Play Ball, presented by Chick-fil-A, is back, looking to help local basketball leagues in need continue play, providing grants.
A lot of the students are going to be excited when they see the uniform that we could purchase with our money.
Clinics.
They teach us things that we never been taught before, and then at the same time, it's fun.
Equipment donations and special Harlem Globetrotter experiences.
Kids were chomping at the bit to get into this particular event.
If you know a local basketball league in need, apply today at sny.tv/playball.
I gained 53 pounds.
Did she say gain weight?
I gained 53 pounds with CB1 Weight Gainer.
That's right. Introducing CB1 Weight Gainer, the weight gain pill.
I've been skinny most of my life.
CB1 Weight Gainer totally changed my life.
CB1 Weight Gainer is a safe, effective, and patented weight gain pill.
I searched and searched online, and I finally found CB1 Weight Gainer. It took me only 3 months to gain 30 pounds.
I went from 150 to 175 in just 3 months.
All in all, I gained 53 pounds, and I'm super pumped.
I look and feel better than ever.
Gain the weight you want or your money back guaranteed. Order today and we'll include the exclusive Weight Gain Guidebook, a $19.99 value free. Call now and we'll also upgrade your order to rush processing, a $6.99 value absolutely free. That's right. Save over $25 when you call or visit cb1weightgainer.com now.
Dear experts, to you, I'm the best-selling compact SUV in America, with all-wheel drive and tons of room. To our drivers, I'm unbeatable value. Let's go places. RAV4.
Right now, you can get 2.49% APR financing on a new 2021 RAV4 or RAV4 Hybrid. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
At USAA, we've been called too exclusive because we were created for officers. But as we've evolved with the military, we've grown to serve all who've honorably served, no matter their rank or when they were in. A Marine just out of basic or a petty officer from 73, and even his kids and their kids. USAA is made for all who've honorably served and their families. Are we still exclusive? Absolutely. And that's exactly why you should join.
Competition. I can't live like the opposition. Living everything I dreamed of. Doing everything you think of. The way I work, I'm on the brink of. Doing numbers like a brain truck. I'm on new level.
Everyone loves a champion. Someone whose performance puts them head and shoulders above the rest. But not all champions wear a medal or hoist a trophy. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we see champions everywhere we look. In every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. We believe abuse can be prevented by taking a hard look at how we coach, how we train, and how we interact after the last whistle. We have provided over 2 million safe sport trainings. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job. It's our promise.
Nothing offers an opportunity to bond and give thanks quite like breaking bread together. This is especially true as we welcome our troops back home and keep those who are still stationed overseas in our hearts. Hi, I'm Gary Sinise. Since 2011, the Gary Sinise Foundation's Serving Heroes program has shown gratitude to our nation's defenders and their families by serving up nearly 500,000 hearty classic American meals at travel hubs and military locations. And now, together with our friends at Bob Evans Farms and their Our Farm Salutes program, we will help to provide even more meals nationwide, offering our defenders a taste of home and a feeling of togetherness around the table. Help us show America's gratitude through food and fellowship. Look for the Bob Evans Our Farm Salutes purple packaging at your grocery store and visit ourfarmsalutes.com to learn more. While we can never do enough to support the men and women who serve, together we can make a difference, bite by bite.
Carton and Roberts. Jimmy, what's up?
How you doing, guys? I like to say you just made my afternoon. Back in the day when she did the, oh, my God, Roger's back. Mike and the Mad Dog destroyed her. She took exception to it. I like Susan, but back in the day, she could be a little thin-skinned.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Oh, my God. Do you believe Craig today on the air was criticizing me?
Oh, my goodness gracious.
But
listen, she's tried to have me fired at least 3 or 4 times, so this will be nothing new.
Guys, tomorrow's race. You told me today that you have her as a guest at 5 tomorrow night. The ratings go through the roof. You're already number 1. You're skyrocketing if you get Susan.
I don't think that's ever going to happen.
I don't think so either.
I think, like, if you said to us right now, who of all the people in the sports world that you think are ungettable guests,
she's number 1.
Like, you might say, okay, could you get LeBron James on the show tomorrow?
No.
I would say probably not.
Right.
Could you get Michael Jordan on the show tomorrow? Probably not.
About Gretzky?
There'd be Gretzky's on every day.
Oh, right.
So that's not special anymore.
Okay.
But if I had to pick one person that was a guaranteed lock, 100% ungettable guest, it's her.
Well, you've made it difficult. I've tried to broker a peace.
Broker this.
And that one's dead.
Good job.
The thing is, sometimes, guys, you got to have fun. Sports is fun, and she takes things. I love her, but she sometimes will play like this. The whole thing with the Roger Clemens, she played the card because I'm a woman. They went after me. If a guy, I don't care how you identify, anybody who came on the air and said, "Oh my God, Roger's back," they would have got criticized.
Of course they would have, because it was comical.
And that's the definition of having fun. She was having fun, excited that Roger Clemens was in George Steinbrenner's box.
That was beyond.
Of all the dramatic
that
things.
was like. I mean, if you look, I'm sure I know we have it, and we could play it in its entirety.
I remember it.
If you'd like to hear it, I'm happy to have the guys play.
And what was going on? Was John like at a bathroom break? Was it in between innings and he was gone, and all of a sudden that happened?
I don't know that. I just know that Clemens is there. There's a buzz.
Right.
People start turning around looking. They recognize people are looking. Oh, my goodness gracious.
I mean, it was pretty dramatic.
Of all the dramatic things, John, Roger Clemens is in George Steinbrenner's box.
Roger Clemens is in George's box, and Roger Clemens is coming back. Oh, my goodness gracious. Of all the dramatic things I've ever seen, Roger Clemens standing right in George Steinbrenner's box announcing he is back. Roger Clemens is a New York Yankee.
Of all the dramatic things, Jackie Robinson breaking the race barrier in Major League Baseball has to take a second seat to what I'm looking at right now, John. Roger Clemens is standing in George Steinbrenner's box announcing, I'm coming back.
That was dramatic.
What's wrong with you people? Garrett Cole works his ass off, so he sucked today. He's allowed. Is he?
What's wrong with you people?
What's wrong with you people?
What is wrong with you people? Oh, it's great. It's great. It's great. I'm so happy to be alive. I forgot the Jets even lost yesterday.
See? That's why we
Good
did it
job,
in that
CeeLo.
order, okay?
And you have one on top of Jerry Recco. Well done, sir.
No, he played it this morning.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
Mike's in Jersey City. Mike, what's going on?
Craigie, that's why you're number one. That's why we all love you. No. Let me. You're the best. You're the best, obviously, because you know what? They talked about it this morning, but they talked about it for like 30 seconds. Jerry did bring it up, so Gio spoke about it for 30 seconds. But the fact that Yankee fans have to listen to my grandparents in the DuckDuckGo studio, which I love. I actually love when something happens with them and I hear her cringe. You are number one. I love you. You're the best. Stay that way, bro.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it, buddy. To me, this is like radio gold. You don't get this every day. I did not hear the morning guys talk about it or not, so in my mind, they didn't do it. We're coming to you live now, John, from the Duck Goose. Come on now, John. You got to come catch me.
Who's that jackass who called and said you weren't funny? Where are you at now, pal?
Oh, it's DuckDuckGo. I'm sorry. I was under the impression. What's wrong with you ducks?
Oh, boy.
Oh, it's great. Oh, great to be alive again.
Oh, God.
Yes, thank you, Susan. I wonder if she'll acknowledge it because she's listening right now.
Is she?
Yeah, or she's talking to Aaron Boone, one or the other.
The
right?
Aaron Boone Report coming
Get
up
ready
in
for the
about
Aaron Boone
35
Report.
minutes.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, she does the pregame interview with him, so they're probably recording that right now.
Aaron, what's wrong with these people?
That's the first question.
Were you aware that they were booing Garrett Cole? I heard him. I heard him, Susan. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Anyway. Peace out, SNY. You're going to miss the rest of it. That's on you, not me. Thank you, Grubhub, for making it possible. All right. You have, all right, so here's the deal.
Yeah.
As much as I could talk about this for another hour or two.
You think?
And here's John and Hazlitt. Sure. John, what's going on with you today?
At Carvana, we treat every customer like we would treat our own moms, with care and respect. To us, the little things are the big things, which is why we do everything in our power to make buying a car an unforgettable experience.
Happy birthday. Thank you.
We treat every customer like we would treat our own moms,
Hey, Mom.
because that